What's up, guys? My name is CCast15 or CCast15, however you want to say. It's all right with me, and I'm back to show you another card trick and tutorial. And today is Reuben Moreland's Penn and Teller Fool Us performance reviewed. So basically, I just wanted to say that when I saw this trick, I was absolutely amazed. Now, don't get me wrong. I wasn't amazed because I didn't know how it was done. I knew almost exactly how it was done. Well, at the time, I knew almost how all of it was done, and then when I looked into it more, I knew exactly how all of it was done. But I was amazed about how like not advanced, but how increased in like fun and just factor it was the way he did it. This is just a remedition or a remix, I guess remix is a better word, of The Matrix. If you guys don't know what The Matrix is, I'm going to perform it to you today, and I'm going to tell you how to do The Matrix, and then after I'm going to tell you how Reuben Moreland did the version of The Matrix with the dice. But basically, The Matrix, it is kind of like a blind magic trick. I mean, it amazes people that aren't like that well into magic, because if you are that well into magic, you know exactly how The Matrix is done. But the way he did it, it fooled a lot of magicians. But if you look at it enough times, you'll realize that's just another version of The Matrix, nothing more. And plus, even at the end, Penn says that it was a version of The Matrix, which I'm pretty sure a lot of magicians knew. And if you don't know The Matrix, I'll show it to you again. Just saying that again. And I wanted to say sorry for not posting the other day, but I kind of just really did just slip my mind. I completely forgot, and then I remember at like 12 o'clock last night, I was like, oh, I forgot to record. And then I'm like, I can't do it right now because, like, you know, everyone's like asleep in my house, and I would have to get the lights up, and I would have to get the camera and the speak up. But enough of me talking. By the way, great job, Reuben, with this trick. I really love the way you did it, and this is my opinion on how I think he did it. I have no idea of knowing if this is right, but it is an exact method, and it looks exactly the same if you practice it, trust me. It's just another version of The Matrix. This is how I think he did it. It is my opinion. I have no way of knowing if I'm right or not, but this is how I think he did it. So if it's wrong, you can tell me in the comments, but it is definitely another method, looks exactly the same. Alright, so basically you're going to pick any four cards. Any four cards that you want. And by the way, this is not how he did it in the trick. This is just a performance of The Matrix. I'll tell you how he did it in the trick later in the video. Now, you're going to want to pick any four cards that you want. For in this case, I have the Joker, another Joker, the Three of Clubs, and the Ace of Diamonds. It doesn't matter what they are. So here's what you're going to do, okay? You're going to put one... Can you see this one? Yeah, you can. You're going to put one card over each of the other coins. Just like this. You're just going to want to do this repeatedly. And then just like that. So, now that you've done that, you'll realize that all the coins have disappeared and they all appear right under this card. So, if some of you already know how this is done. You might have been able to hear the clacking because I don't really have a mat. This is kind of just like a cushioned area. But I'm going to tell you how it's done even if you didn't know how it was done. But the way this is done is it really is just 4 quarters. And all you do is you get any random 4 cards. It really does not matter. Then all you do is just... I'm going to show you this without the cards. You see how weird that I put the cards down? And how weird Reuben put the cards down too? He's doing that for a reason. Dice, they don't really clack, so that's a good thing. But coins definitely do clack whenever you put them on top of each other and drop them on top of each other. So you might have heard a lot of clacking. But that's just a way because I don't have a magician's mat. Okay. So I'm going to show you it without the cards. So you'll see that I put the cards down. I put the cards down like this. Kind of like that. And there's a reason for that. So I'm going to show you it without the cards. So, you see this coin? I'm putting the card down like this. But while I'm doing it, I'm taking my fingers like this. Picking it up like that. And then putting the card down like that. So, like this. Picking it up. Putting the card down over it. You think that I'm putting it over it, but I'm really just taking this coin, then moving it over. And then I keep doing that for the same one for each time. So I take this one, put it over that one, and I take the second coin, put a card down right over it, thinking that you think it's there. Then I do it again, take this coin, put a card down over it, make you think that's that coin. And then for the grand finale, I just take this one and I put the card over it. And you can do whatever you want. You can do a little magic wave, you can do a snap. And then you could just take your you can just take your 4 cards just like this. The reveal, they're all gone. And then this is one of the important parts because you picked up all the quarters, and now 3 of the quarters are on top of each other. If you pick it up and there's 3 quarters on top of each other, it might get it a little more like awareness of what you did. So what I do is I take it and I spread it back so all the quarters are spread in different areas, and then it looks like that. So it looks like it really was like just magically appeared there. It gets great reactions if you have a magician's mat. Me, personally, I do not. I was thinking of ordering one, but I just am a procrastinator. Haven't put it into action. But if you have a magician's mat, go ahead and try it. And plus, at first, it will be very awkward. That's normal. It was very awkward for me at first when I first tried to do the Matrix. But eventually you'll get it down and it will just be like normal. Now, the thing is, you're going to want to do this. You can also do this on a bed. You don't really need a magician's mat. On a bed, it's definitely better. But just be aware of all the clacking of the coins and stuff like that. So be very cautious when you're setting them down. Now, for the way that Reuben Moreland did it. The way Reuben Moreland did it is he did exactly what I did the whole time. So all he does is he has the 4 dice. And all he does each time is he just takes it. He takes the dice. Well, in this case, it's a coin. And then he just sets the card down. He takes the dice. Then he just sets the card down. He takes the dice. Then he just sets the card down just like that. And then he makes them all reappear just like that. Now I know what you're wondering, but the cards stand up. How does it do that? Now this is actually fairly simple how the cards stand up and make it seem like there's dice under them. The cards, he doesn't use just ordinary cards. Yes, they are only 4 cards. That's all there is. But the thing about his cards is that they have kind of like a kickstand. If you don't know what a kickstand is for some reason, you can go ahead and Google it on Google Images. A bunch of Google Images will come up on what a kickstand is. Basically, he makes a kickstand. It's kind of a way to make a kickstand is you cut out one card, kind of like this, or you cut out something. The way he did it is he cut out one card, like he cut out the middle of it, and then he cut out the middle of it like sideways, like this. Kind of did it like that. He cut it out like that. And then all you need to do is like kind of like glue the very top of it to right there, and then use a piece of tape so that way whenever you like release it like that, it can kickstand like that. All right. So that's how you create a kickstand. Go ahead and give it a try. If you do need a more in-depth way to know how to create a kickstand, I kind of just gave you a little short way. Look it up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure there will be a bunch of suggestions on how to create a kickstand with cards that look like it's just the back of the card. But basically, he does the same exact thing all the time with those dice. All he does, set it down, take it, set it down, take it, set it down, take it, and then set it down. Boom, all 4 are under there. He just does that. That's why it is another version of the Matrix, but it's with what is it called? It's with dice the whole time. Now I know what you're wondering. You guys will think I'm gonna leave you right there, and you're kind of like, well, I'm glad I know how he does like the majority of the trick, but what about the trick where he makes all the dice reappear in the cardboard box, or how he makes all the cards just randomly appear when he spreads out the cards? So first of all, the way that he makes them appear in the cardboard box is you can see at the very beginning, yes, he does get the cardboard box of cards, and then he shows you that they're all cards, which you'll notice, if you look closely, just look at the toy box, because you will notice that when he puts all the cards back in the cardboard box, he closes the toy box with the cardboard box of the cards. He closes the real cardboard box of cards. He closes it inside the toy box, and you'll notice that he kind of pulls the box out again out of nowhere. That's because he has a little holder, I guess you could say, at the very at this side of the box that you can't see in the performance. Then all he needs to do is just take what is it called? He just needs to take that cardboard box and pull it out of the holder, and it looks like he was using the same cardboard box I used to get the cards in. But of course, that cardboard box is actually in the toy chest, and he just got this one out of the holder at the front of the box, because you notice that you never actually see the front of the toy box or toy chest, whatever you want to call it. So that's how he does that, and then at the very end, that cardboard box has all the dice in it, because it is the cardboard box that didn't have the cards in it. He just pours out all the dice, and it is not the same dice, it is a duplicate dice. Yes, there's more colors. Those aren't the only dice that are those colors in the world that he used in a magic trick. He had duplicates in that cardboard box. Now for how he made the cards spread, and then they came out of nowhere. This is actually used by many magicians. It's actually fairly simple. You notice that when he went down, like at the very end when he was about to spread the cards, he went and he kind of snapped, and you notice that his shoulder was kind of arched down near the ground, and he was on his knees. That's because he was picking up, that's because he was, what is it called? He was picking up the cards, and he was palming them just like this. He was palming all the cards just like that, so you couldn't see them, and then he just went and spread them all out like that. And the reason you can see is if you look closely, you can see a little bit of white between his pinky and his ring finger. You can see like a little bit of white, and that's the white side of the cards. And that's how he did that part. So that's pretty much it. But if you want to know how, and then there's the last part, how he made the dice disappear, because like he made them all disappear and made them reappear in the cardboard box. Now this simply is how he did it. He actually didn't just put the dice away. All he needed to do was slip them down his sleeves, because you notice that like right after when he was about to make the dice reappear, he rolls up his sleeves like this. He just rolls them up like that. That's because he slipped the dice down his sleeves and he didn't want the dice falling out, so he kind of rolled it up so that it creates like a little barrier. Because if you see, when you roll up your sleeves, they kind of like ruffle a little bit, so that means that the dice wouldn't fall out. And he did both of them so it didn't look suspicious. And that's how he made them disappear. You just put them up his sleeves. And that's pretty much how he does the whole trick. That's my opinion of how he does the whole trick. And by the way, when he makes them all reappear again, like he puts the 4 dice and then they reappear under this card, and then he does it again, and then all 4 dice are under the 4 cards again. He just does the same thing, but kind of backwards. He takes 3 of the dice. He just does the same thing, but kind of backwards. He just takes 3 of the dice, just like that. And then he just simply goes backwards. He puts this one down, boom, boom, boom. And then, whoa, they're all back, yeah. But we know the secret. So yeah, I just thought I would share this with you. Hopefully it makes up for me not posting yesterday. And if we get 15 likes on this video, I will show you a non-gimmicked color change, like deck color change. Like you saw that the deck is red, and then all of a sudden you snap, and then you kind of like paintbrush it, and then the first card turns blue, and then the whole deck is blue. So I'll show you guys that if this video gets 15 likes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this kind of sheds light on the whole Reuben Moreland Penn and Teller Fool list. My opinion of how he did it. Looks exactly the same. And hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. And I'll definitely leave the video link down in the descriptions. If for those of you guys who have no idea what I was talking about this whole video because you don't know who Reuben Moreland is, go ahead and check that out. For those subscribers that just clicked on this because I made another video and they're like, oh, what is this? And for those of you who know who Reuben Moreland is, I hope that this sheds some light on the whole situation. And remember, the PS5 is coming out, so if you like bagels, go ahead and get it. And I don't know why I just said that, but anyway, my name is CKS15, and I'm out. See you later.